Are you planning to travel across Europe? Well, I just did, and it was amazing. But I'm going to tell you all the things that surprised me as an American traveling across Europe that were completely different than the way we do it here in America. Number one, you know this change that gets lost in the abyss of your purse or like falls between the cracks and you never dig for it? I never use change in America anymore, like ever. Anyway, I found that the coins in Europe were like my primary source of payment. And I very quickly purchased myself a coin purse after I realized that, yeah, I'm actually going to be using these a lot. Two, which is related. You need to go to the bathroom in Europe, you're going to have to pay. And I found that the average cost to use the public baño is about €1.20. And I think that's what it cost in the train stations. If you are dining in a restaurant, then you can use their restroom, but it is common courtesy to tip the bathroom worker. There's always going to be somebody with a little tip jar, and you should always drop a little something in there to say thank you for keeping the bathrooms clean. And they're not always clean. But no coins, no bathroom. 3. I stayed in a lot of hotels. I think 7 total. So one thing that I noticed that was different with the hotels is, are you gonna get a king room? Because if so, it will be 2 twin beds, individually sheeted, pushed together. I loved it, honestly, I did. And yeah, that's what you're gonna get every single time. Every time. And we stayed in really nice hotels, so this is apparently just the way that they do it. And I love it, and it's fine. But I don't think they have king beds in Europe. They might, but not where I went. Also, if you want to pull them apart, you'll just have 2 twin beds, and also fine. We're gonna stay on the hotel thing for a moment. One of my favorite things, windows in Europe. They all open. You know those iconic street views looking out the hotel windows? No screens and the windows open. I don't care if you're on the 10th floor. Your window will open. I love Italy. 4, you must physically check out of your hotel. You need to go down and check out. Why? Because they actually trust you to pay when you're leaving. And even if you think that you paid upon arrival because they took your credit card information, you actually have not paid. So make sure you physically check out, and that is customary. 5, I'm sure you've heard this one, but it is not culturally normal to walk around with your food and your drink and your coffee, etc. Because it is not culturally normal, I noticed that it was very hard to find trash cans. I also noticed that the streets were very clean, and I guess this is probably why. And it probably also has something to do with why the Italian culture is so family oriented, because they are sitting down for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I love it. We need to do that more in America. With that being said, you will walk a very long way looking for a garbage can. Like, we have them outside of every store, on the side of every sidewalk. That is not the case in Europe, and I spent a lot of time looking for garbage cans. Let's talk about Paris. Are you going to see the iconic Eiffel Tower at night? Of course you are. We'll expect to see a lot more than the Eiffel Tower. You will see the friendliest ratatouilles you have ever seen in your life, and a lot of them. You'll just be strolling along the path and they'll dart out looking for scraps. Rumor has it that the mayor of the city did a cat sweep and the rats took over. But rumor also has it that they are not a problem indoors and people have mastered keeping them outside. I don't know. If you live in Paris, please let me know if this is true. I saw a lot of rats at the Eiffel Tower, and they had no fear of me whatsoever. What really got me was there was like a lot of people that had their blankets laid out, you know, just admiring Paris at night, and I was just like, absolutely not gonna be me. Well, we're already at 5 minutes, so I love y'all. I probably am gonna have to do a part 2.